Please subscribe math.com and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more video updates.
Hello everyone, our today's topic is how arithmetic progression differs from the geometric progression. Keep this in mind that progression and sequence are the same thing, so you can say arithmetic sequence or the geometric sequence. So we'll start with the definition of the arithmetic sequence. That is, a sequence is an arithmetic progression if difference between the consecutive terms is a constant. Now what does it mean? If we write a sequence, for example 2, 4, 6, 8 up to so this is a sequence and it will be an arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence if the difference between the consecutive terms is a constant. Now the difference between the what does it mean by the difference between the consecutive terms? If I say these two terms are the consecutive terms and the next thing is the difference between them is 4 minus 2 is 2. Then if I say these two consecutive terms and the difference between them is 2, then again these two consecutive terms and the difference between them is 2. So this 2 is constant, that is, you are finding the same difference between the two consecutive terms throughout the sequence. So it will be an arithmetic sequence or it will be an arithmetic progression. So this is how the arithmetic progression is defined. Now we'll see how it differs from the geometric progression, or what is geometric progression. Let's see what is the definition of the geometric progression. So a geometric progression is a sequence of numbers which differs from each other by a common ratio. Now the difference here is by the common ratio. In the arithmetic progression we have seen a common difference, while here we have a common ratio. So this point is important while discussing about the difference between the two. So if I write a sequence, that is 1, 3, 9, 27, 51 and so on and so on. This is a geometric progression or geometric sequence. Why it is a geometric progression? Because what we have the two terms that differ from each other by a common ratio. So what is meant by common ratio? For example, if we take the ratio of these two terms, what we will get is 3 divided by 1 equals to 3. If we take the ratio of these two terms, what we will get is 27 divided by 9 equals to 3. If we take the ratio of these two terms, what we will get is 3. If we take the ratio of these two terms, what we will get is, so what we have a common ratio. So when you came across a common ratio, then you must say that the given sequence is a geometric sequence or geometric progression. So in arithmetic progression we were having a common difference and here we have a common ratio. So if I write here about the common difference and common ratio, how we can find the common difference and common ratio in the arithmetic progression and geometric progression, we also have a formula about it. Let's see. So in arithmetic progression, the common difference can be found as, so in arithmetic progression the common difference, or you can say a constant difference between the two consecutive terms can be found by, as we know that the common difference is the difference of the two consecutive terms in the arithmetic progression. You can say that second term minus first term, and if I write better form, then you can say the second term is a2 minus the first term is a1. And if I write in a generic way, then I can say that an plus 1 minus an. So this general formula can be used to find the common difference of any two terms in the arithmetic progression. So this is the formula for common difference. Then if we move towards the geometric progression, then there the common ratio or the constant ratio or multiplier can be found as, common ratio or multiplier is equals to the ratio of the, you can say, second term to the first term. If I write in easy form as second term, like here second term divided by the first term, or you can say a2 divided by a1, and keep this in mind, you have to write the second term first, the first term in the denominator, and in more generic form you can write it as an plus 1 divided by an. So common ratio and common difference can be found by these formulas, and keep this in mind that they are represented by D and the common ratio is represented by R. R is equals to an plus 1 divided by an. So this is how they differ from each other. Now we must have a general formula that can be used to find the arithmetic progression the generic form of the arithmetic progression is, that is a general formula that can be used to find the, if you will be asked to find the second term of the arithmetic progression, or n term of the arithmetic progression, or third term or fourth term, then you must have a general formula for that. So the general formula can be derived as, if I say, if we take this example, that 2 is the first term, 4 is the second term, and 6 is the third term. Now we can represent the first term by a, then the second term by a plus d. What is d? D is the common difference. It means when you add that common difference, you will get the next term. Then the third term can be defined as a plus 2d. So it means when you move to the n number of terms, you have to add the d with the multiplier. It depends which term it is. So if we devise a generic form, then we can say that we can find the general form from here as an is equals to, general form we always have the a term with n. So whenever we talk about the general term, we must represent it by n. So an is equals to a1 plus n minus 1 d. Now from where d is the common difference, and what is n minus 1? As we move up, we are subtracting 1 from this term. So we have to devise a formula in such a way. So the general form of the arithmetic progression is an is equals to a1 plus n minus 1d, where d is the common difference, n is the number of term, and a1 is the first term of the arithmetic progression. So by using this formula, you can find any term, you can find the common difference, depends what parameters are given. Then we have the generic form of the geometric progression. For that, again, we can do the same thing as from the given example. We have 1 as the first term. This is the first term of the geometric progression as given in the above example. Then 3 is the second, and then 9 is the third, and so on. So the first term can be represented as a1, and the next is a1 r, as r is the common ratio, or you can say a multiplier. It means when we multiply the given term with the ratio, we will get the with the common ratio, we will get the desired term in the geometric progression. It means we have to multiply the r with every term to get the next one. So what we will get here, a1 r square, and so on. So what will be the generic form? The generic form of the general formula of the geometric progression will be an is equals to a1 r raised to power n minus 1, where an is the nth term, a1 is the first term, r is the common ratio, n is the number of term, or you can say nth term. Or if you have 1 and n is equals to 1, then it will be replaced by 1. So how it comes out? Here again, as we move up, what we are doing? We are subtracting 1 from the power of r. So similarly, we have done the same in the general formula, as we are subtracting 1 from power. Power of what? From power of r. So we have devised a generic formula from here. So this is the basic difference between the arithmetic progression and the geometric progression. You must know that arithmetic and geometric progression differs from each other in terms of the constant difference or common difference, and common ratio or constant ratio. So once you came to know about it, you will have clear concept about the two, and you can definitely differentiate between the two. That's all from today's lecture. Thank you.